This is Unit 76.
Magnanimity. M-A-G-N-A-N-I-M-I-T-Y. Nobility of spirit, generosity, freedom from pettiness.
The United States demonstrated its magnanimity towards its defeated enemies after World War II.
His magnanimity would not permit him to take revenge.
Magnanimity. M-A-G-N-A-N-I-M-I-T-Y. Nobility of spirit, generosity, freedom from pettiness.
Perfidy. P-E-R-F-I-D-Y. Breach of faith, treachery, disloyalty.
The draft Dodgers claimed to be patriotic, but we suspect they acted out of perfidy.
Selling company secrets to a competitor is outright perfidy.
Perfidy. P-E-R-F-I-D-Y. Breach of faith, treachery, disloyalty.
Prodigious. P-R-O-D-I-G-I-O-U-S. Enormous or extraordinary in size, quantity or degree, marvelous.
The Panama Canal was a prodigious engineering achievement.
Our factory's prodigious output last year daunted the competition.
Prodigious. P-R-O-D-I-G-I-O-U-S. Enormous or extraordinary in size, quantity or degree, marvelous.
Sinuous. S-I-N-U-O-U-S. Curving in and out, winding.
We took a leisurely trip down the slow, sinuous river.
The sinuous logic of his rambling speech left everyone confused.
Sinuous. S-I-N-U-O-U-S. Curving in and out, winding.
Ubiquitous. U-B-I-Q-U-I-T-O-U-S. Being everywhere at the same time, universal.
The ubiquitous mosquitoes made our swamp tour miserable.
The ubiquitous Coca-Cola ads made the American tourists feel right at home.
Ubiquitous. U-B-I-Q-U-I-T-O-U-S. Being everywhere at the same time, universal.
Now, let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Magnanimity. Nobility of spirit, generosity, freedom from pettiness, magnanimity.
Perfidy. Breach of faith, treachery, disloyalty, perfidy.
Prodigious. Enormous or extraordinary in size, quantity, or degree, marvelous, prodigious.
Sinuous. Curving in and out, winding, sinuous.
Ubiquitous. Being everywhere at the same time, universal, ubiquitous.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 77.
Apprise. A-P-P-R-I-S-E. To notify, as of an event. Inform.
Please apprise our new employee of the vacation policy.
My broker apprised me of my portfolio's decline.
Apprise. A-P-P-R-I-S-E. To notify, as of an event. Inform.
Expiate. E-X-P-I-A-T-E. To atone for, to make amends.
She expiated the guilt of her crimes by becoming a model citizen.
I will expiate my failure with a brilliant success.
Expiate. E-X-P-I-A-T-E. To atone for, to make amends.
Extant. E-X-T-A-N-T. Still existing, not destroyed or lost.
Few extant journalists are more admired than Walter Cronkite.
How many original examples of Leonardo's work are extant?
Extant. E-X-T-A-N-T. Still existing, not destroyed or lost.
Fatuous. F-A-T-U-O-U-S. Silly in a self-satisfied way. Foolish. Stupid.
He thinks he's sagacious, but I think he's a fatuous charlatan.
Her fatuous remarks revealed a complete lack of thought.
Fatuous. F-A-T-U-O-U-S. Silly in a self-satisfied way. Foolish, stupid.
Incommode. I-N-C-O-M-M-O-D-E. To cause inconvenience, disturb, bother.
This unexpected delay may seriously incommode our efforts.
Do you think the rain will incommode our outing today?
Incommode. I-N-C-O-M-M-O-D-E. To cause inconvenience, disturb, bother.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Apprise. To notify, as of an event. Inform. Apprise.
Expiate. To atone for, to make amends. Expiate.
Extant. Still existing, not destroyed or lost. Extant. Extant.
Fatuous. Silly in a self-satisfied way. Foolish. Stupid. Fatuous.
Incommode. To cause inconvenience, disturb, bother. Incommode.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words.
Magnanimity is a highly prized character trait. It literally means having a big soul, coming from two Latina, meaning great or large, and anima, which means soul, spirit, or mind. A magnanimous person is too big to get caught up in the pettiness of gossip, personal attacks, or revenge.
He or she is forgiving towards enemies, generous with friends, and big-minded enough to be patient with the faults and failings of others. So, by itself, it conveys generosity, graciousness, calm and confident self-possession, patient tolerance, and readiness to forgive. If you want to improve your own corporate or professional milieu, try frequently to use magnanimity as a key theme when you have a chance to address colleagues in meetings, presentations, and training sessions.
Because ideas have consequences.
And since we express ideas in words,
Words have consequences.
a prodigious thought.
Let's move on.
This is Unit 78.
Incredulous. I-N-C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. Refusing or reluctant to believe. Skeptical.
The dauntless magician enjoys taking on an incredulous audience.
I was incredulous that he thought I would swallow his totally incredible alibi.
Incredulous. I-N-C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. Refusing or reluctant to believe. Skeptical.
Invective. I-N-V-E-C-T-I-V-E. Overly harsh accusation or denunciation. Abusive language.
His angry resignation letter was full of invectives against his supervisor.
Don't debase your arguments by including personal invective.
Invective. I-N-V-E-C-T-I-V-E. Overly harsh accusation or denunciation. Abusive language.
Onerous. O-N-E-R-O-U-S. Troublesome and burdensome. Oppressive.
The President found the duties of his office extremely onerous.
Everyone hates the onerous task of having to fire someone.
Onerous. O-N-E-R-O-U-S. Troublesome and burdensome. Oppressive.
Perverse. P-E-R-V-E-R-S-E. Stubbornly contrary, even in the face of truth.
He knows we're right. He's just being perverse.
Really, I'm not being perverse. I just can't see your point of view.
Perverse. P-E-R-V-E-R-S-E. Stubbornly contrary, even in the face of truth.
Propitious. P-R-O-P-I-T-I-O-U-S. Favorably inclined, kindly disposed, opportune.
Since the economy is growing, it's a propitious time to start a business.
We want to get married, but we're waiting for propitious circumstances.
Propitious. P-R-O-P-I-T-I-O-U-S. Favorably inclined, kindly disposed, opportune.
Now, let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Incredulous. Refusing or reluctant to believe. Skeptical. Incredulous.
Invective. overly harsh accusation or denunciation, abusive language, invective.
Onerous. Troublesome and burdensome, oppressive. Onerous.
Perverse. Stubbornly contrary, even in the face of truth. Perverse.
Propitious. Favorably inclined, kindly disposed, opportune. Propitious.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 79.
Ruminate. R-U-M-I-N-A-T-E. To ponder or review mentally. To meditate. Muse.
I'd like to ruminate over this decision for a while.
Steve was still ruminating over whether or not to attend college in the fall.
Ruminate. R-U-M-I-N-A-T-E. To ponder or review mentally. To meditate. Muse.
Admonish. A-D-M-O-N-I-S-H. To reprove gently. To caution. To warn.
You know, I admonished you not to make that investment in commodities.
Watching the gentle mother admonish her child reminded me of my youth.
Admonish. A-D-M-O-N-I-S-H. To reprove gently. To caution. To warn.
Hirsute. H-I-R-S-U-T-E. Covered with hair. Shaggy.
Santa Claus's hirsute smile charms children the world over.
My macho friend claims that women are crazy about his hirsute chest.
Hirsute. H-I-R-S-U-T-E. Covered with hair. Shaggy.
Ignominious. I-G-N-O-M-I-N-I-O-U-S. Deserving disgrace or dishonor. Humiliating. Shameful.
Our softball team suffered an ignominious defeat. The score was 21-0.
His unethical behavior earned an ignominious dismissal.
Ignominious. I-G-N-O-M-I-N-I-O-U-S. Deserving disgrace or dishonor. Humiliating. Shameful.
Implacable. I-M-P-L-A-C-A-B-L-E. Impossible to make peace with. Incapable of forgiving.
He is a loyal friend, but an implacable enemy.
I thought her anger was implacable, but she finally accepted my apology.
Implacable. I-M-P-L-A-C-A-B-L-E. Impossible to make peace with. Incapable of forgiving.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Ruminate. To ponder or review mentally. To meditate, muse. Ruminate.
Admonish. To reprove gently. To caution. To warn. Admonish.
Hirsute. Covered with hair. Shaggy. Hirsute.
Ignominious. Deserving disgrace or dishonor. Humiliating. Shameful. Ignominious.
Implacable. Impossible to make peace with. Incapable of forgiving. Implacable.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. Now let's ruminate over the meaning of ruminate. The literal meaning of ruminate is graphic, physical, and rather indelicate. It means to chew the cud, that is, to do what ruminant animals like cattle and buffalo do when they carefully and slowly chew up their food, digest it, spit it up, slowly chew it some more, and then finally swallow it.
So to ruminate over an idea is not merely to think about it, but to think about it patiently and carefully over a long period of time, to rework it, turn it inside and out, fully and thoroughly understand it, and exhaust all of its possibilities, to digest it completely.
Precisely. So, if you want a quick decision, don't ask someone to ruminate over your question or proposal.
On a carefully considered answer, and you have the patience to wait for it, asking them to ruminate, to really chew over the idea, is the right approach. As in, Mr. Latham, there's no rush. We want you to be completely convinced that you understand our proposal and that it's the best option for you. Ruminate over it for a week and then give us a call.
I think we've mused over this concept thoroughly now.
Yes, I believe I've digested it.
This is Unit 80.
Voluble. V-O-L-U-B-L-E. Smooth or fluent in speech. Talkative.
Our voluble friend doesn't know when to shut up.
He is normally quiet, but becomes voluble after one glass of wine.
Voluble. V-O-L-U-B-L-E. Smooth or fluent in speech. Talkative.
Anomaly. A-N-O-M-A-L-Y. The exception to the rule. Out of the ordinary. Abnormal.
Our quiet, bookish son is an anomaly in our physically active family.
That Elvis Presley album is a real anomaly in your classical music collection.
Anomaly. A-N-O-M-A-L-Y. The exception to the rule. Out of the ordinary. Abnormal.
Feral. F-E-R-A-L. Wild and uncontrolled, untamed.
A pack of feral dogs terrorized the neighborhood.
In his path, the grizzly left a scene of feral savagery.
Feral. F-E-R-A-L. Wild and uncontrolled, untamed.
Palpable. P-A-L-P-A-B-L-E. Capable of being touched or felt. Obvious.
After a heated debate, the tension at the meeting was palpable.
A palpable sense of excitement filled the air of the city before the big game.
Palpable. P-A-L-P-A-B-L-E. Capable of being touched or felt. Obvious.
Paroxysm. P-A-R-O-X-Y-S-M. A sudden violent outburst, a fit.
My boss is so touchy that he flies into a paroxysm of rage at the slightest disagreement.
Sue broke out in paroxysms of laughter at Pete's joke.
Paroxysm. P-A-R-O-X-Y-S-M. A sudden violent outburst. A fit.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Voluble. Smooth or fluent in speech. Talkative. Voluble.
Anomaly. The exception to the rule. Out of the ordinary. Abnormal. Anomaly.
Feral. Wild and uncontrolled. Untamed. Feral.
Palpable. Capable of being touched or felt. Obvious. Palpable.
Paroxysm. A sudden or violent outburst. A fit. Paroxysm.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 81.
Tribulation. T-R-I-B-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. Severe affliction, distress or hardship. Suffering.
It's been a rough year, with one tribulation after another.
We've been through terrible tribulations in our marriage, but somehow we've worked it all out.
Tribulation. T-R-I-B-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. Severe affliction, distress or hardship, suffering.
Twiddle. T-W-I-D-D-L-E. To twirl idly, toy, or play with.
Stop twiddling your thumbs and get to work.
While making a tough decision, the executive routinely twiddled with his old fountain pen.
Twiddle. T-W-I-D-D-L-E. To twirl idly, toy, or play with.
Vilify. V-I-L-I-F-Y. To speak badly of, slander, defame.
The candidate vilified his opponent's reputation.
She constantly vilified her ex-husband in front of their friends.
Vilify. V-I-L-I-F-Y. To speak badly of, slander, defame.
Abnegation. A-B-N-E-G-A-T-I-T-I-O-N. Self-denial. Self-renunciation.
Hunger strikes or long fasts are a form of abnegation.
Voluntary abnegation is the goal of Trappist monks.
Abnegation. A-B-N-E-G-A-T-I-O-N. Self-denial, self-renunciation.
Amenable. A-M-E-N-A-B-L-E. Agreeable. Open to suggestion. Willing to heed advice.
I am amenable to the terms of your proposal.
After we thoroughly explained the new benefits package, we found the employees were quite amenable.
Amenable. A-M-E-N-A-B-L-E. Open to suggestion. Willing to heed advice.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Tribulation. Severe affliction, distress or hardship, suffering, tribulation.
Twiddle. To twirl idly, toy, or play with. Twiddle.
Vilify. To speak badly of, slander, defame, vilify.
Abnegation. Self-denial, self-renunciation, abnegation.
Amenable. Agreeable, open to suggestion, willing to heed advice. Amenable.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 82.
Ascetic. A-S-C-E-T-I-C. A person who habitually denies himself.
His tendency towards solitude and introspection were well suited to the life of an ascetic.
An ascetic leads an austere lifestyle.
Ascetic. A-S-C-E-T-I-C. A person who habitually denies himself.
Bellicose. B-E-L-L-I-C-O-S-E. Inclined to fight, quarrelsome, pugnacious.
Please repress your bellicose tendencies during this delicate negotiation.
I lead a peaceful home life, but at work I can be downright bellicose.
Bellicose. B-E-L-L-I-C-O-S-E. Inclined to fight, quarrelsome, pugnacious.
Benign. B-E-N-I-G-N. Of a kind disposition, gentle, favorable.
I flourished under my parents' benign influence.
The old CEO's leadership style was one of benign neglect.
Benign. B-E-N-I-G-N. Of a kind disposition, gentle, favorable.
Credulous. C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. Disposed to believe on slight evidence. Gullible.
Only a credulous person would believe such a bare-faced lie.
The swindler found a ready market for his wares in the credulous townsfolk.
Credulous. C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. L-O-U-S. Disposed to believe on slight evidence. Gullible.
Paradigm. P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M. Model, pattern, example.
He is a paradigm of grace under fire.
Roman law became a paradigm for future Western legal codes.
Paradigm. P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M. Model, pattern, example.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Ascetic. A person who habitually denies himself. Ascetic.
Bellicose. Inclined to fight. Quarrelsome, pugnacious, bellicose.
Benign. Of a kind disposition, gentle, favorable, benign.
Credulous. Disposed to believe on slight evidence. Gullible. Credulous.
Paradigm. Model, pattern, example, paradigm.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words.
This is the end of Volume 10.
This is Unit 83.
Sequester. S-E-Q-U-E-S-T-E-R. To set apart, isolate, seclude.
The jury was sequestered due to the amount of publicity the trial generated.
Sequester yourself and avoid all distractions when working on a big project.
Sequester. S-E-Q-U-E-S-T-E-R. To set apart, isolate, seclude.
Stodgy. S-T-O-D-G-Y. Dull or commonplace, boring.
People think of CPAs as being stodgy, but that's not always true.
Stodgy businesses seldom reap benefits from global trade.
Stodgy. S-T-O-D-G-Y. Dull or commonplace, boring.
Suffuse. S-U-F-F-U-S-E. To overspread with a fluid or color. To bathe. To flood.
Sunlight suffuses the clear waters of the coral reef.
Her face was suffused with joy when she heard the good news.
Suffuse. S-U-F-F-U-S-E. To overspread with a fluid or color. To bathe. To flood.
Travesty. T-R-A-V-E-S-T-Y. An insulting, a grotesque imitation, a sham.
The way Congress deals with overexpenditure is a travesty of its own budget reduction legislation.
Burlesque shows are a travesty of legitimate theater.
Travesty. An insulting mockery, a grotesque imitation, a sham.
Celerity. C-E-L-E-R-I-T-Y. Swiftness of action or motion, speed, rapidity.
I admire your celerity in getting work done because I never have to wait for your contribution to our efforts.
UPS and Federal Express compete to show the greater celerity.
Celerity. C-E-L-E-R-I-T-I-T-Y. Swiftness of action or motion, speed, rapidity.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned. We will use our standard process, which you know well. Say each word and pause. During the pause, say the meaning of the word as you remember it. Then we will give the meaning of the word.
Sequester. To set apart. Isolate, seclude, sequester.
Stodgy. Dull or commonplace, boring, stodgy.
Suffuse. To overspread with a fluid or color, to bathe, to flood. Suffuse.
Travesty. An insulting mockery, a grotesque imitation, a sham, travesty.
Celerity. Swiftness of action or motion, speed, rapidity, celerity.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 84.
Kiosk. K-I-O-S-K. Small, rounded, open booth or newsstand.
Please buy me a newspaper at the kiosk on the corner.
The newest use for kiosks is for vending espresso and cappuccino.
Kiosk. K-I-O-S-K. Small, rounded, open booth or newsstand.
Sustenance. S-U-S-T-E-N-A-N-C-E. That which sustains life. Nourishment, food.
A diet of potato chips will not provide adequate sustenance for an extended period.
I read the classics for intellectual sustenance.
Sustenance. S-U-S-T-E-N-A-N-C-E. That which sustains life. Nourishment. Food.
Tacit. T-A-C-I-T. Implied, but not stated outright. Silent, unspoken.
If you don't hear from me, assume you have my tacit approval.
I think it's time we formalized our tacit commitment in a written agreement.
Tacit. T-A-C-I-T. Implied, but not stated outright. Silent, unspoken.
Ablution. A-B-L-U-T-I-O-N. T-I-O-N. Washing or cleansing of the body.
I can't function without my daily ablution of a morning swim.
The sauna provides a healthy ablution for body and soul.
Ablution. A-B-L-U-T-I-O-N. Washing or cleansing of the body.
Abrade. A-B-R-A-D-E. To wear away or rub off. Scrape.
Sandpaper abrades and smooths the surface of wood.
This starched shirt abrades my neck.
Abrade. A-B-R-A-D-E. To wear away or rub off. Scrape.
Now, let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Kiosk. Small, rounded, open booth or newsstand. Kiosk.
Sustenance. That which sustains life. Nourishment, food. Sustenance.
Tacit. Implied but not stated outright. Silent. Unspoken. Tacit.
Ablution. Washing or cleansing of the body. Ablution.
Abrade. To wear away or rub off. Scrape. Abrade.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. Sustenance isn't just food. It's real food, your staff of life, your meat and potatoes. It's what sustains you through the day, through the week, or through life.
So, potato chips may titillate the tongue, but steak, potatoes, and a salad are sustenance. Comic books may be a light treat for the imagination.
But the classics provide intellectual sustenance. A Christmas bonus is nice as monetary icing on the cake. But your monthly take-home pay is your financial sustenance.
You can apply this concept to plenty of realities in the business world. Repeat customers supply a business with its real sustenance. Constant training is the sustenance of the total quality process.
And the daily satisfaction of a job well done gives the true professional psychological sustenance.
I think we've sustained this line of thought sufficiently.
Then let's move on with all celerity.
You've learned 420 words now.
This is Unit 85.
Abstruse. A-B-S-T-R-U-S-E. Hard to understand. Obscure. Puzzling.
Let's drop this abstruse discussion and get practical.
A brilliant teacher can make the most abstruse subjects understandable to his students.
Abstruse. A-B-S-T-R-U-S-E. Hard to understand. Obscure. Puzzling.
Events. E-V-I-N-C-E. To prove conclusively or show clearly.
You have not evinced a single one of the claims you put forward.
His set jaw and clenched fist evinced his unwillingness to move forward in the negotiations.
Events. EVINCE. To prove conclusively or show clearly.
Lugubrious. LUGUBRIOUS. Very sad or mournful in the extreme. Dismal.
A week of working in the fresh mountain air had the effect of replacing his lugubrious expression with a big smile.
Henry's mournful state over the loss of his dog has gone too far. Now he's downright lugubrious.
Lugubrious. LUGUBRIOUS. Very sad or mournful in the extreme. Dismal.
Mitigate. MITIGATE. To lessen in intensity, to weaken, lighten, or moderate.
His charm and good looks mitigated his untidy appearance.
The judge mitigated the criminal sentence after extenuating circumstances were revealed.
Mitigate. MITIGATE. To lessen in intensity, to weaken, lighten, or moderate.
Patently. PATENTLY. Clearly, obviously, apparently.
My girlfriend was patently bored at the opera, though she claimed to enjoy it.
Only the most credulous audience will believe your patently false claims.
Patently. PATENTLY. Clearly, obviously, apparently.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Abstruse. Hard to understand. Obscure. Puzzling. Abstruse.
Events. To prove conclusively or show clearly. Events.
Lugubrious. Very sad or mournful in the extreme. Dismal. Lugubrious.
Mitigate. To lessen in intensity, to weaken, lighten, or moderate. Mitigate.
Patently. Clearly, obviously, apparently. Patently.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 86.
Perpetrate. PERPETRATE. To commit, to execute, or carry out.
Orson Welles did not intend to perpetrate a hoax with his War of the Worlds.
Whoever perpetrated the museum heist made off with several irreplaceable pieces of art.
Perpetrate. PERPETRATE. To commit, to execute, or carry out.
Plaintiff. PLAINTIFF. expressing a subdued sadness, mournful, sorrowful.
The plaintive melody of Amazing Grace, played by bagpipes, moved the congregation to tears.
My landlady disregarded my plaintive story about losing my job and demanded the rent immediately.
Plaintive. Plaintive. Expressing a subdued sadness, mournful, sorrowful.
Tractable. Tractable. Manageable or easy to control. Docile.
Mules are not known as tractable animals.
Jane was a willful and disobedient little girl, but her sister Betty was more tractable.
Tractable. Tractable. Manageable or easy to control. Docile.
Accede. Accede. To give one's consent. Agree.
The college president eventually acceded to the demands of the student demonstrators.
I shall never accede to your proposal that I shave my head.
Accede. Accede. To give one's consent. Agree.
Diadem. Diadem. A crown or headband worn as a symbol of royalty or honor.
Did you see the diadem Liz Taylor wore at the Academy Awards?
My teenage son loves his baseball cap so much you would think it was a royal diadem.
Diadem. Diadem. A crown or headband worn as a symbol of royalty or honor.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Perpetrate. To commit, to execute or carry out. Perpetrate.
Plaintive. Expressing a subdued sadness, mournful, sorrowful. Plaintive.
Tractable. Manageable or easy to control. Docile. Tractable.
Accede. To give one's consent. Agree. Accede.
Diadem. A crown or headband worn as a symbol of royalty or honor. Diadem.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words.
Tractable and intractable are great words for describing how easy or hard it is to work with, train, or persuade someone. Tractable comes from the Latin verb trahere, which means to pull, to draw, to drag something along. Thus, a machine used for pulling heavy loads is called a tractor.
And there are plenty of situations when you want to pull people along with you. Perhaps it's a sales prospect you're trying to persuade, or an interviewing manager you are trying to win over, or staff you are supervising, or trainees you are teaching. The tractable ones will be easily pulled, drawn along by your persuasive arguments, or quickly acceding to your sensible proposals.
But winning over the intractable folk will be like pulling an 18-wheel rig with a pickup truck. They will refuse to budge. So, when you've done your best and they don't respond, you could say in self-defense, "Boss, I've tried everything, and they are simply intractable."
Let's lead our tractable student of verbal skills on to Unit 87. This is Unit 87.
Droll. D-R-O-L-L. Humorously odd. Comical. Funny.
Your droll presentation will not amuse our stodgy client.
She enlivened the dull meeting with her droll remarks.
Droll. D-R-O-L-L. Humorously odd. Comical. Funny.
Ennui. E-N-N-U-I. Feeling of listless weariness or boredom. Dissatisfaction.
A sense of ennui pervaded the office during the long off-season period.
I keep very busy to avoid falling into a state of ennui.
Ennui. E-N-N-U-I. Feeling of listless weariness or boredom. Dissatisfaction.
Indisposed. I-N-D-I-S-P-O-S-E-D. Not inclined or willing to do. Reluctant.
The president was indisposed to intervene in the airline strike.
Because of our current pecuniary state, we are indisposed to invest in the stock market.
Indisposed. I-N-D-I-S-P-O-S-E-D. Not inclined or willing to do. Reluctant.
Injunction. I-N-J-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. An authoritative order. A command.
Mom left us with a stern injunction to do our homework.
I assiduously followed the injunction to never end a sentence with a preposition.
Injunction. I-N-J-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. An authoritative order. A command.
Purloined. P-U-R-L-O-I-N-E-D. Stolen or filched. Pilfered.
The police caught the burglar with a purloined TV set.
On every April 15th, I feel as if my wages have been purloined by the IRS.
Purloined. P-U-R-L-O-I-N-E-D. Stolen or filched. Pilfered.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Droll. Humorously odd. Comical. Funny. Droll.
Ennui. Feeling of listless weariness or boredom. Dissatisfaction. Ennui.
Indisposed. Not inclined or willing to do. Reluctant. Indisposed.
Injunction. An authoritative order. A command. Injunction.
Purloined. stolen or filched, pilfered, purloined.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 88.
Regale, R-E-G-A-L-E, to entertain lavishly or sumptuously. Feast.
We regaled our new clients with fine dining and good wine.
Our witty host regaled us with entertaining stories over dinner.
Regale, R-E-G-A-L-E, to entertain lavishly or sumptuously. Feast.
Vagary, V-A-G-A-R-Y, an unexpected or unpredictable turn of events.
Farmers are subject to the vagaries of the weather.
The value of gold responds to the vagaries of the international money markets.
Vagary, V-A-G-A-R-Y, an unexpected or unpredictable turn of events.
Acetous, A-C-E-T-O-U-S, vinegary, sour.
Take back this acetous wine. It's awful.
I'm a cranky old man with an acetous disposition.
Acetous, A-C-E-T-O-U-S, vinegary, sour.
Alacrity, A-L-A-C-R-I-T-Y, cheerful readiness or promptness, eagerness.
A willing worker takes up a new task with alacrity.
I promised the kids cream, and they tackled their homework with alacrity.
Alacrity, A-L-A-C-R-I-T-Y, cheerful readiness or promptness, eagerness.
Comport, C-O-M-P-O-R-T, to behave, to conduct oneself.
My usually bellicose boss decided to comport himself in a friendly fashion at the last meeting.
I believe I comported myself well at that last interview.
Comport, C-O-M-P-O-R-T, to behave, to conduct oneself.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Regale, to entertain lavishly or sumptuously. Feast, regale.
Vagary, an unexpected or unpredictable turn of events. Vagary.
Acetous, vinegary, sour. Acetous.
Alacrity, cheerful readiness or promptness, eagerness, alacrity.
Comport, to behave, to conduct oneself. Comport.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. It's time for a quick dialogue with the 10 words you have just learned.
See how well you follow our exchange.
To comport yourself well when entertaining business guests is essential to career advancement.
If you can regale clients and colleagues with good food and drink, droll humor, and fascinating anecdotes, they will begin to accept your invitations with alacrity.
Of course, there is no guarantee against the vagaries of dining out, like the occasional bottle of acetous wine,
Or being indisposed to entertaining that evening.
or a guest so overcome by ennui that nothing pleases him,
Or having your wallet purloined the afternoon of your dinner date.
or a court injunction closing your favorite restaurant for tax evasion.
But if you plan ahead and then relax and decide to have a good time,
Your guests will probably have a good time too.
you have now climbed to the lofty height of 440 words, and the peak of the mountain is in sight.
Let's keep climbing. This is Unit 89.
Cryptic. C-R-Y-P-T-I-C. Hidden or secret. Mysterious. Puzzling.
We're still trying to decipher the cryptic message found in the tomb.
Many fortune tellers use cryptic language that can mean anything.
Cryptic. C-R-Y-P-T-I-C. Hidden or secret. Mysterious. Puzzling.
Cursory. C-U-R-S-O-R-Y. Rapid and superficial.
Don't read it carefully. Just give it a cursory glance.
We were hoping for in-depth coverage of our grand opening, but the newspaper gave it only cursory treatment.
Cursory. C-U-R-S-O-R-Y. Rapid and superficial.
Denizen. D-E-N-I-Z-E-N. Inhabitant. Resident.
The octopus is a denizen of the deep.
The denizens of Miami learn to live with the threat of hurricanes.
Denizen. D-E-N-I-Z-E-N. Inhabitant. Resident.
Desiccate. D-E-S-I-C-C-A-T-E. To dry thoroughly. Dehydrate.
We use the desert sun to desiccate the sliced apples and bananas.
Our chemistry experiment failed because we did not desiccate the sample.
Desiccate. D-E-S-I-C-C-A-T-E. To dry thoroughly. Dehydrate.
Egress. E-G-R-E-S-S. The act or rite of going out. Exit.
Our neighbors wanted right of egress through our yard.
Egress from the old office building was not convenient.
Egress. E-G-R-E-S-S. The act or rite of going out. Exit.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Cryptic. Hidden or secret. Mysterious. Puzzling. Cryptic.
Cursory. Rapid and superficial. Cursory.
Denizen. Inhabitant. Resident. Denizen.
Desiccate. To dry thoroughly. Dehydrate. desiccate,
egress, the act or right of going out, exit, egress.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 90.
Impecunious. I-M-P-E-C-U-N-I-O-U-S. Having no money, penniless.
This new job should change my impecunious status.
Our chronically impecunious friend was always borrowing money.
Impecunious. I-M-P-E-C-U-N-I-O-U-S. Having no money, penniless.
Maladroit. M-A-L-A-D-R-O-I-T. Lacking skill, clumsy, blundering.
His maladroit handling of the negotiation lost us the contract.
I'm building vocabulary in order to improve my maladroit conversational skills.
Maladroit. M-A-L-A-D-R-O-I-T. Lacking skill, clumsy, blundering.
Malediction. M-A-L-E-D-I-C-T-I-O-N. Pronouncing a curse against someone. Slander.
The boss pronounced a humorous malediction upon all who used the office copier for personal business.
A profane malediction escaped Ralph's lips when the mule stepped on his foot.
Malediction. M-A-L-E-D-I-C-T-I-O-N. Pronouncing a curse against someone. Slander.
Mendicant. M-E-N-D-I-C-A-N-T. Begging, depending on alms for a living.
My impecunious uncle has adopted a mendicant way of life.
A mendicant religious order is supported by charitable donations.
Mendicant. M-E-N-D-I-C-A-N-T. Begging, depending on alms for a living.
Refute. R-E-F-U-T-E. To prove or show to be false or wrong. Discredit. Rebut.
I shall refute your criticism with strong evidence.
We easily refuted their maladroit arguments.
Refute. R-E-F-U-T-E. To prove or show to be false or wrong. Discredit. Rebut.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Impecunious. Having no money. Penniless. Impecunious.
Maladroit. Lacking skill, clumsy, blundering. Maladroit.
Malediction. Pronouncing a curse against someone. Slander. Malediction.
Mendicant. Begging. depending on alms for a living, mendicant.
Refute. To prove or show to be false or wrong. Discredit. Rebut. Refute.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 91.
Salutary. S-A-L-U-T-A-R-Y. Healthful, wholesome, beneficial, salubrious.
No one doubts the salutary effects of quitting smoking.
Vegetarians consider their meatless eating style to be very salutary.
Salutary. S-A-L-U-T-A-R-Y. Healthful, wholesome, beneficial, salubrious.
Umbrage. U-M-B-R-A-G-E. A sense of injury, resentment, offense.
She took umbrage at my suggestion that she lose weight.
He evinced his umbrage at our interference with violent maledictions.
Umbrage. U-M-B-R-A-G-E. A sense of injury, resentment, offense.
Abscond. A-B-S-C-O-N-D. To depart suddenly and secretly.
The bank robbers quickly absconded with the money to Argentina.
The embezzler absconded with enough purloined cash to go around the world.
Abscond. A-B-S-C-O-N-D. To depart suddenly and secretly.
Aplomb. A-P-L-O-M-B. Assurance, self-confidence, poise.
With absolute aplomb, Officer Farley disarmed the gun-waving terrorist.
The captain's aplomb in the emergency reassured the passengers.
Aplomb. A-P-L-O-M-B. Assurance, self-confidence, poise.
Contrite. C-O-N-T-R-I-T-E. Overcome by sadness or remorse over past wrong actions. Penitent.
John's contrite apology convinced Linda that he really meant to mend his ways.
Her contrite expression was a tacit admission of guilt.
Contrite. C-O-N-T-R-I-T-E. Overcome by sadness or remorse over past wrong actions. Penitent.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Salutary. Healthful, wholesome, beneficial, salubrious. Salutary.
Umbrage. A sense of injury, resentment, offense. Umbrage.
Abscond. To depart suddenly and secretly. Abscond.
Aplomb. Assurance, self-confidence, poise, aplomb.
Contrite. Overcome by sadness or remorse over past wrong actions. Penitent. Contrite.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words.
This is the end of Volume 11.
This is Unit 92.
Puerile. P-U-E-R-I-L-E. Pertaining to childhood. Juvenile. Immature.
Such puerile babbling is not fit to be printed in the newspaper.
Stop this puerile behavior, shouted our supervisor when the office party degenerated into a food fight.
Puerile. P-U-E-R-I-L-E. Pertaining to childhood. Juvenile. Immature.
Sang-froid. S-A-N-G-F-R-O-I-D. Cool and self-possessed behavior. Calm indifference.
Part of his successful approach with prospects was a warm but sang-froid demeanor.
She greeted them with the sang-froid of a queen.
Sang-froid. S-A-N-G-F-R-O-I-D. Cool and self-possessed behavior. Calm indifference.
Trenchant. T-R-E-N-C-H-A-N-T. Cutting, incisive, forceful, and clear.
Your trenchant remarks really brought us back to the issues at hand.
Bill's trenchant wit is out of place in such a stodgy organization.
Trenchant. T-R-E-N-C-H-A-N-T. Cutting, incisive, forceful, and clear.
Buffet. B-U-F-F-E-T. To strike repeatedly, knock about.
Our sailboat was buffeted by the wind.
My impecunious uncle is continuously buffeted by bad fortune.
Buffet. B-U-F-F-E-T. To strike repeatedly, knock about.
Contentious. C-O-N-T-E-N-T-I-O-U-S. Given to controversy or argument. Quarrelsome.
The contentious congressman argued for weeks.
My contentious neighbor is always picking a fight.
Contentious. C-O-N-T-E-N-T-I-O-U-S. Given to controversy or argument. Quarrelsome.
Now, let's review the 5 words you have just learned. We will use our standard process, which you know well. Say each word and pause. During the pause, say the meaning of the word as you remember it. Then we will give the meaning of the word.
Puerile. Pertaining to childhood. Juvenile. Immature. Puerile.
Sang-froid. Cool and self-possessed behavior. Calm indifference. Sang-froid.
Trenchant. Cutting, incisive, forceful and clear, trenchant.
Buffet. To strike repeatedly. Knock about. Buffet.
Contentious. Given to controversy or argument. Quarrelsome. Contentious.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 93.
Craven. C-R-A-V-E-N. Conspicuously lacking in courage. Cowardly.
The Army court-martialed Private Jones for his craven behavior in battle.
Be bold. Give up your craven attitude and assert yourself.
Craven. C-R-A-V-E-N. Conspicuously lacking in courage. Cowardly.
Detritus. D-E-T-R-I-T-U-S. Any disintegrated material, waste, debris.
The wrecking company left behind a tremendous mound of detritus where the old building once stood.
Archaeologists study the detritus of older civilizations.
Detritus. D-E-T-R-I-T-U-S. Any disintegrated material, waste, debris.
Didactic. D-I-D-A-C-T-I-C. Intended for instruction, instructive.
Our math teacher had an excellent didactic method.
A good sales pitch must not sound didactic.
Didactic. D-I-D-A-C-T-I-C. Intended for instruction, instructive.
Erudite. E-R-U-D-D-I-T-E. Very learned, scholarly, well-read.
Eliot is nothing if not erudite. It is clear from his short stories that he is a man of great learning.
The erudite professor attracted the best students.
Erudite. E-R-U-D-I-T-E. Very learned, scholarly, well-read.
Prevaricate. P-R-E-V-A-R-I-C-A-T-E. To distort the truth, to lie.
My opponent has chosen to prevaricate rather than address his role in the scandal.
Children tend to prevaricate to escape punishment.
Prevaricate. P-R-E-V-A-R-I-C-A-T-E. To distort the truth, to lie.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Craven. Conspicuously lacking in courage, cowardly, craven.
Detritus. Any disintegrated material, waste, debris, detritus.
Didactic. Intended for instruction, instructive, didactic.
Erudite. Very learned, scholarly, well-read. Erudite.
Prevaricate. To distort the truth. To lie. Prevaricate.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. Trenchant has nothing to do with trenches. It comes from a French word meaning to cut, and it refers to any language or behavior that is sharp, biting, and to the point. A trenchant remark cuts through a lot of vague, wandering discussion and gets right to the point.
Trenchant criticism bites right into the meat of what's wrong. A trenchant argument slashes through objections with clear reasoning and well-documented evidence. Trenchant policies shear off wasted time and money.
And don't trifle with someone who has a trenchant personality. He'll turn around and cut you to the quick. To make your writing and speech trenchant, cut out unnecessary words, choose precisely the right word for the right occasion, and always state the most important point right away.
When you can walk into a meeting or sales pitch and with great song for a trenchant speech, that says it all. You've really become a word master.
This is Unit 94.
Deleterious. D-E-L-E-T-E-R-I-O-U-S. Causing moral or physical injury. Harmful.
Air pollution is deleterious to the health of your lungs.
Gang activity has a deleterious effect on the economy of a neighborhood.
Deleterious. D-E-L-E-T-E-R-I-O-U-S. Causing moral or physical injury. Harmful.
Erudition. E-R-U-D-I-T-I-O-N. Deep knowledge, scholarship.
Her tremendous erudition clearly showed in her brilliant writing.
His vacuous lectures belied his claim to genuine erudition.
Erudition. E-R-U-D-I-T-I-O-N. Deep knowledge, scholarship.
Exculpate. E-X-C-U-L-P-A-T-E. To prove guiltless, to clear from a charge.
The evidence exculpated the accused murderer.
The fact that I was convicted is immaterial since I have been fully exculpated.
Exculpate. E-X-C-U-L-P-A-T-E. To prove guiltless, to clear from a charge.
Garrulity. G-A-R-R-U-L-I-T-Y. Talkativeness, especially about trivial things. Chattiness.
If David's insight only matched his garrulity, he would be quite popular.
We love our friendly neighbor, but sometimes her garrulity gets on our nerves.
Garrulity. G-A-R-R-U-L-I-T-Y. Talkativeness, especially about trivial things. Chattiness.
Incipient. I-N-C-I-P-I-E-N-T. Just beginning to appear, newly developing.
I want to take lots of vitamin C now to stop this incipient cold before it gets worse.
There is an incipient problem in this area. It must be resolved quickly and decisively.
Incipient. I-N-C-I-P-I-E-N-T. just beginning to appear, newly developing.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Deleterious. Causing moral or physical injury, harmful, deleterious.
Erudition. Deep knowledge, scholarship, erudition.
Exculpate. To prove guiltless, to clear from a charge. Exculpate.
Garrulity. Talkativeness, especially about trivial things. Chattiness. Garrulity.
Incipient. Just beginning to appear, newly developing, incipient.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 95.
Pithy. Pithy. Brief, but full of meaning.
Your pithy advice set me straight in 5 minutes.
Folk wisdom is often expressed in pithy proverbs.
Pithy. Pithy. Brief, but full of meaning.
Rarefied. Rarefied. Extremely high or elevated, lofty, exalted.
I must admit, I feel a little out of place in such rarefied company.
She left her management career for the rarefied world of academics.
Rarefied. Rarefied. Extremely high or elevated, lofty, exalted.
Succor. Succor. Help or relief rendered in danger, difficulty, or distress. Assistance.
Your timely succor rescued me from an embarrassing situation.
The President promised speedy succor to the flood victims.
Succor. Succor. Help or relief rendered in danger, difficulty, or distress. Assistance.
Acerbic. Acerbic. Severe of temper, disposition, or mood. Sour, harsh.
She loves the acerbic taste of lemons so much that she eats them rind and all.
You'd better sweeten your acerbic manner, or you'll drive away all our customers.
Acerbic. Acerbic. Severe of temper, disposition, or mood. Sour, harsh.
Bucolic. Bucolic. Pertaining to a quiet life in the country. Pastoral.
Don retired to a bucolic existence in rural Idaho.
I prefer bucolic vacations, but my husband likes non-stop activity.
Bucolic. Bucolic. Pertaining to a quiet life in the country. Pastoral.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Pithy. Brief, but full of meaning. Pithy.
Rarefied. Extremely high or elevated. Lofty, exalted, rarefied.
Succor. Help or relief rendered in danger, difficulty, or distress. Assistance. Succor.
Acerbic. Severe of temper, disposition, or mood. Sour, harsh. Acerbic.
Bucolic. Pertaining to a quiet life in the country. Pastoral. Bucolic.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words.
Pithy comes from a Danish word which means the seed or kernel of a fruit or vegetable. The pith of the matter, then, is the kernel, the heart, the very essence of what's going on. In our last note, we encourage you to develop trenchant communication to cut through what's less important for the sake of expressing what is essential. Trenchant statements are often pithy.
Pithy statements are often trenchant, but the 2 words are different in meaning. Trenchant emphasizes the cutting, sharp aspect of your language. Trenchant communications are often brief, but not necessarily. One can write quite a long but trenchant criticism of a complex contract proposal, for example.
Pithy statements are always brief and simple. They are often sharp and biting, but sometimes gentle. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, for example, proverb that is not trenchant at all. It is gentle and charming. While General McAuliffe's famous reply to the Nazi commander at Bastogne, nuts, is both as pithy and trenchant as one can get.
So when someone is asking your sage advice in a friendly, relaxed situation which allows you to ruminate, you could very appropriately give a pithy response that's not all that trenchant. But in a high-pressure, competitive arena in which you need to convey not only substance but also power, craft language that is as trenchant as possible.
You are 475 words richer now. We're on the home stretch.
This is Unit 96.
Calumny. C-A-L-U-M-N-Y. A false and malicious statement. Slander.
Your charge against me is sheer calumny, and I'm going to sue you for slander.
A person of very high principle, she never resorted to calumny against her enemies.
Calumny. C-A-L-U-M-N-Y. A false and malicious statement. Slander.
Cavil. C-A-V-I-L. To find fault in trivial matters or raise petty objections. Complain.
Bruce never makes important criticisms. He just cavils about details.
By cavilling and quibbling for days, the opposition stalled an important bill in Congress.
Cavil. C-A-V-I-L. To find fault in trivial matters or raise petty objections. Complain.
Cogent. C-O-G-E-N-T. Compelling or convincing. Forceful.
Sam, your cogent objections have won us over. Let's sign the agreement now.
I must admit that my counterpart has put forward a cogent argument in defense of her client.
Cogent. C-O-G-E-N-T. Compelling or convincing. Forceful.
Firmament. F-R-M-A-M-E-N-T. The expanse of the heavens. Sky.
My little girl loves astronomy. We spend many evenings gazing at the firmament through her telescope.
The more scientists study the firmament, the less certain we are of its true origins.
Firmament. F-I-R-M-A-M-E-N-T. The expanse of the heavens. Sky.
Halcyon. H-A-L-C-Y-O-N. Peaceful and tranquil. Prosperous. Happy.
We are often nostalgic for the halcyon era of our carefree youth.
The company's halcyon years were behind it. All was in chaos now.
Halcyon. H-A-L-C-Y-O-N. Peaceful and tranquil. Prosperous. Happy.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Calumny. A false and malicious statement. Slander. Calumny.
Cavil. To find fault in trivial matters or raise petty objections. Complain. Cavil.
Cogent. Compelling or convincing. Forceful. Cogent.
Firmament. The expanse of the heavens. Sky. Firmament.
Halcyon. Peaceful and tranquil. Prosperous. Happy. Halcyon.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can This is Unit 97.
Hebetude. H-E-B-E-T-U-D-E. Dullness. Lethargy. Lassitude.
Overcome by hebetude. I gave up the pretense of working and went home to take a nap.
Rouse yourself from your hebetude and meet this deadline.
Hebetude. H-E-B-E-T-U-D-E. Dullness. Lethargy. Lassitude.
Nonplussed. N-O-N-P-L-U-S-E-D. Totally confused, perplexed, and confounded.
I am utterly nonplussed by your refusal of my fantastic offer.
You could see that he was nonplussed by this unexpected turn of events.
Nonplussed. N-O-N-P-L-U-S-E-D. Totally confused, perplexed, and confounded.
Prepossessing. P-R-E-P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-N-G. Impressing favorably, attractive, engaging.
Her prepossessing manner wins friends easily.
You'd better develop a prepossessing appearance if you want to do well in interviews.
Prepossessing. P-R-E-P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-N-G. Impressing favorably, attractive, engaging.
Rapacious. R-A-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Extremely greedy, grasping, predatory.
The dictator's rapacious policies ruined his country's economy.
Environmentalists accuse the human race of a rapacious use of natural resources.
Rapacious. R-A-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Extremely greedy, grasping, predatory.
Revile. R-E-V-I-L-E. To curse or abuse in harsh language.
I plan to revile our opponent's ridiculous proposal as harshly as possible.
Acknowledging that he was reviled on that campus, he deleted it from his speaking schedule.
Revile. R-E-V-I-L-E. To curse or abuse in harsh language.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Hebitude. Dullness, lethargy, lassitude, hebitude.
Nonplussed. Totally confused, perplexed, and confounded. Nonplussed.
Prepossessing. Impressing favorably, attractive, engaging, prepossessing.
Rapacious. Extremely greedy, grasping, predatory, rapacious.
Revile. To curse or abuse in harsh language. Revile.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. Cogent is from a Latin verb meaning to work together.
When you speak or write cogently, all the parts work in concert. Your word choice is precise and appropriate. Your arguments are trenchant, and your pithy conclusions provide a clear understanding of the matter at hand.
In today's competitive economy, in which success depends on constant improvement, you can never overestimate your need to develop not only a prepossessing manner, but also the verbal power of cogent self-expression.
We hope you've enjoyed WordMaster. After you finish the next 3 units, you will have had the opportunity to master 500 new words. Step forward.
Go back and review at any point where there's a gap in your memory. On the second go-round, your retention will probably come quickly and easily.
And enjoy your new words.
We've certainly enjoyed passing them on to you. This is Unit 98.
Risible. R-I-S-I-B-L-E. Causing laughter, laughable, ludicrous.
We count on our office clown's risible remarks to break up the lugubrious atmosphere on Monday mornings.
Our 2-year-old's risible behavior charmed our guests.
Risible. R-I-S-I-B-L-E. Causing laughter. Laughable. Ludicrous.
Supercilious. S-U-P-E-R-C-I-L-I-O-U-S. Exhibiting contempt, disdainful, or haughty.
Drop your supercilious attitude and meet people on their own level.
The society matron's supercilious glance angered the young sales clerk.
Supercilious. S-U-P-E-R-C-I-L-I-O-U-S. Exhibiting contempt, disdainful, or haughty.
Torpor. T-O-R-P-O-R. Sluggish in activity, listlessness, indifference.
Shake off your torpor and get some exercise.
I need a new challenge to rouse me from the torpor induced by this boring job.
Torpor. T-O-R-P-O-R. Sluggish inactivity, listlessness, indifferent.
Tumid. T-U-M-I-D. Swollen, inflated.
An untreated infection caused a tumid sore on her leg.
His pompous, tumid speech was totally inappropriate for such a simple occasion.
Tumid. T-U-M-I-D. Swollen, inflated.
Unctuous. U-N-C-T-U-O-U-S. Self-servingly earnest, exuding false piety.
My mother-in-law always affects an unctuous manner when she lectures me on the duties of motherhood.
His unctuous concern rang as true as canned applause.
Unctuous. U-N-C-T-U-O-U-S. Self-servingly earnest, exuding false piety.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Risible. Causing laughter, laughable, ludicrous, risible.
Supercilious. Exhibiting contempt, disdainful or haughty. Supercilious.
Torpor. Sluggish inactivity, listlessness, indifference, torpor.
Tumid. Swollen, inflated, tumid.
Unctuous. Self-servingly earnest, exuding false piety, unctuous.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 99.
Abjure. A-B-J-U-R-E. To renounce solemnly. To repudiate completely.
After some soul-searching about his financial problems, Brad abjured gambling.
The priest abjured his religious vows in order to marry.
Abjure. A-B-J-U-R-E. To renounce solemnly. To repudiate completely.
Canard. C-A-N-A-R-D. A fabrication or unfounded story. False. Derogatory rumor.
His political opponents plan to use their same old canards to defame his character.
The charge that we're misusing company funds is a silly canard.
Canard. C-A-N-A-R-D. A fabrication or unfounded story. False, derogatory rumor.
Capacious. C-A-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Capable of holding a great deal of something. Roomy. Spacious.
Their capacious living room resembled a ballroom at a fine hotel.
I love the legroom afforded by my capacious new automobile.
Capacious. C-A-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Capable of holding a great deal of something. Roomy. Spacious.
Diaphanous. D-I-A-P-H-A-N-O-U-S. Showing light through its substance. Gauzy, filmy, transparent.
The actress's diaphanous dress was appropriate for the Academy Award.
These diaphanous curtains let in a great deal of sunlight.
Diaphanous. D-I-A-P-H-A-N-O-U-S. Showing light through its substance. Gauzy, filmy, transparent.
Querulous. Q-U-E-R-U-L-O-U-S. Full of peevish complaints. Fretful.
Always handle a querulous customer with a smile.
She is a querulous young woman who complains about all her problems during lunch hours at work.
Querulous. Q-U-E-R-U-L-O-U-S. Full of peevish complaints. Fretful.
Now let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Abjure. To renounce solemnly. To repudiate completely. Abjure.
Canard. A fabrication or unfounded story. False, derogatory rumor. Canard.
Capacious. Capable of holding a great deal of something. Roomy. Spacious. Capacious.
Diaphanous. Showing light through its substance. Gauzy, filmy, transparent. Diaphanous.
Querulous. Full of peevish complaints. Fretful. Querulous.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these words. This is Unit 100.
Restive. R-E-S-T-I-V-E. Restless, inclined to rebel, resistant to control, stubborn.
The restive employees threatened to strike if they didn't get a raise.
A restive Congress demanded that the president explain why the Air Force One was being used on junkets.
Restive. R-E-S-T-I-V-E. Restless, inclined to rebel, resistant to control, stubborn.
Sublime. S-U-B-L-I-M-E. Elevated or lofty, noble or inspiring awe.
This sublime poetry really uplifts my spirit.
Most people either hate Wagner's music or think it completely sublime.
Sublime. S-U-B-L-I-M-E. Elevated or lofty, noble or inspiring awe.
Sycophant. S-Y-C-O-P-H-A-N-T. One who flatters another excessively, a parasite.
That sycophant is always near the boss trying to get what he wants.
Beware of sycophants and yes-men.
Sycophant. S-Y-C-O-P-H-A-N-T. One who flatters another excessively, a parasite.
Virulent. V-I-R-U-L-E-N-T. Extremely destructive or harmful, noxious.
I'm down with a virulent strain of the flu.
Stop these virulent attacks on my character, or I'll sue.
Virulent. V-I-R-U-L-E-N-T. Extremely destructive or harmful, noxious.
Equanimity. E-Q-U-A-N-I-M-I-T-Y. Evenness of mind or temper, calmness.
A real winner maintains his equanimity under the worst circumstances.
Her legendary equanimity under pressure earned her the confidence of our management.
Equanimity. E-Q-U-A-N-I-M-I-T-Y. Evenness of mind or temper, calmness.
Now, let's review the 5 words you have just learned.
Restive. Restless, inclined to rebel, resistant to control, stubborn, restive.
Sublime. Elevated or lofty, noble or inspiring awe, sublime.
Sycophant. One who flatters another excessively, a parasite, sycophant.
Virulent. Extremely destructive or harmful, noxious, virulent.
Equanimity. Evenness of mind or temper, calmness, equanimity.
If you haven't mastered some of the words yet, that's fine.
Go back and listen to this unit as often as needed.
Remember, you can master these.
This is the end of Volume 12. You have completed Word Master.
Congratulations!